I'm straight in front of you, Gennady. Can you comment a little bit on how frustrating it's going to be if you can't get Cotto or Canelo next? I know you want that big fight. Will it be frustrating for you if you cannot get it?
No, I think so. Next year it's very good for me, not for me, for us. Next May, like Maya, I think it's perfect for us. And special thank you for HBO. I think right now it's awesome.
In front of you. Congratulations on your drama show.
Thank you.
My question for you is, you come into the fight with 19 straight knockouts, you got your 20th knockout, and you also had said prior to this fight that you wanted to see if Willie Monroe, because of his southpaw style, could give you a different look than you've been seeing in recent fights. Now that you knocked him out for your 20th knockout in a row, can you talk about whether you think he did that and he give you the look that you wanted? Because it seemed like he might have troubled you a little bit in maybe the third, fourth, fifth rounds briefly.
You know, like, respect for Willie. He is really good fighter, you know. Respect him because he's not scared. He's coming to California, he will fight with me. And I don't lose control. No, I know Willie, he very good moving. You know, last couple of rounds, he stay, you know, like a little bit different situation. Different situation for me, you know. I think he's every time moving. It's very interesting for me, he stay with me, front with me. So I tell him, okay, right now let's go, let's do it. This is big, good performance for people, you know, like big present for people. You know, like respect him, he's not scared.
Congratulations, Gennady. First question for you. What did you learn from this fight? What did you learn from this fight that you were trying to get out of it? You said you wanted to go rounds. And what are you going to take from this fight that you can reuse going forward?
You know, every fight, big experience for me. You know, every step, experience for me. Right now, really, he is southpaw. He's very good. You know, he's like a little Lara. You know, like everybody has problem with southpaw. But this is a good fight for us.
I want to ask you, first of all, I want to say congratulations for the victory.
Thank you.
The second round, you knocked down Willie Monroe. It looked like the fight was almost over. How surprised were you that he came back from that and rallied back for a couple more rounds?
Oh, it's good. It's good motivation for me. Yeah, I don't lose control. So second I can down on him, like, you know, like good left hook. I feel him. You know, like it's very interesting for me. I don't want like short fight, like crazy fight. Maybe no more pressing, just I stay in front of him. Like, just I want to show my fans like how I can win any style. They help me.
And would you say that was the most challenging style you've been in the ring with so far?
Yeah, this is a good step. You know, it's good experience because he's southpaw. He's smart southpaw.
Thank you.
Tom, do you have the attendance? We had the official attendance from the forum. It was 12,372. So that makes officially Gennady, the combination between tonight's fight and the step-up fight, the biggest ticket seller in California in the last 2 years. So that's a testament to his marketability, his fan base, and a great addition with Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez with his HBO debut. So we really appreciate all the media support and all the fans coming out.
Mr. Golovkin, hey, Dan Plasma, do you think that Floyd Mayweather would fight you?
I don't know, I'm ready for anybody. This is my dream fight. I'm ready.
Willie,
usually do that on the first day.
You talked about before the fight not wanting to get in the rock and soccer robot style fight, but it seemed like
Can you speak up?
Yeah, sorry, Willie. You talked about before the fight not wanting to get into a rock and sock robots type of fight, but after the first knockdown, it seemed like that's exactly what you did. I just want to know if you could talk about how your mentality changed after the first knockdown.
I'm a boxer first, but once I get hit, that warrior mentality kicks in and I gotta go fight. You hit me with one, I gotta hit you with three. that's just my mentality, you know. So, you know, I got a little bit off my game plan after I got caught with a good shot.
And Gennady, did he hurt you at all? And, you know, if you're going to wait for the big fight, who else is out there for you to fight at middleweight?
You know, my focus on 160 right now. Miguel Cotto, he's a great champion. He's WBC champion. You know, maybe. No, right now I understand my situation. And thank you very much for HBO. I think right now this is possible. Thank you very much for WBC, WBA. This is possible because I have 2 belts. My situation is very close. I have WBC interim belt. I know this is very close for us. And I know especially thank you for HBO. I know this is very possible situation right now.
Willie, down to your right in front of you. There was an extended conversation between you and Jack Reese. What was being said?
Who's talking?
Right in front of you, brother. What was being said, that extended conversation that you were having with Jack Reese? Could you fill us in?
He was just asking, you know, how did I feel? Could I, you know, continue? You know, the 6th round, I kept getting hit on the hips and right around the back around my kidneys, and I just couldn't feel my right leg, so I'm just like,
Gennady? Gennady, this is a question for you and Abel as well. Someone mentioned the Mayweather fight earlier. That seems like a fantasy, but talking realistically, could you make 154 pounds if that fight somehow did present itself? And Abel, could Gennady make 154 pounds?
This is business. This is business. Show me contract. Talk it later.
Only for Floyd. There's no reason to go down to 54 for anybody. Canelo hasn't made 54 in a couple of fights, so I'm sure he'll be moving to 60. But for Floyd, most definitely.
Hi Gennady, congratulations. I just saw right now that Canelo had tweeted that he doesn't see him going down to 160, going up to 160 anytime soon. So just like you said, you're not willing to go to 154? Do you see that fight happen or what?
The thing is, if he fights Cotto, then if he beats Cotto, he's mandated to fight us, so he's going to have to fight at 160. We're not going to give him a catch weight, it's a 160-pound title. So if he chooses to give it up, well, then we'll fight somebody else for the title. We're not going down to 54.
Gennady, besides Cotto this year, can we see you unified with another title holder, perhaps the winner of Hassan Endam and David Lemieux, or with Andy Lee if he continues to keep his title?
Yes, right now I want a unification fight. My goal is all the belts, middleweight division. I feel it's great. I feel my time. I want all the belts. Maybe like Hagner style, maybe like Baron Hawkins, like a long time. This is my category, like welcome to my category.
Tom, can you speak a little bit more about what's next for Gennady?
Well, Gennady wants to fight 4 times a year, so we're going to see what happens with Cotto and Gil June 6th. But you can't really wait for people. You can't force people to get in the ring, like we saw with Chavez last year. If he was waiting for Chavez, he'd still be waiting and not fighting. So he wants to stay active. Right now, it would look like a September date is the most likely for his next fight, and then we see what happens after that. But naturally, it depends what happens with Cotto and Gil, and then we take it from there.
Any more questions?
One more. You are Cotto's mandatory at this point. Now, if you decide, because if Cotto decides to go and fight Canelo next, which is more than likely going to happen from the way, everything's being sorted out, it seems as if he's going to go and fight Canelo instead, would you be willing to do a step-aside agreement, or are you going to force him to fight you or vacate the belt?
I can answer that, Michelle. It's clear, and Mauricio was here tonight. I don't know if he's still here, but it's clear from from the WBC, it's mandated that the winner of Gil and Cotto has to fight Gennady next. Cotto can fight Canelo, absolutely no problem, but can't fight for the WBC title, can't defend his title unless he has an agreement with Gennady, and so far we don't have an agreement in place, so we'll see what happens, but if he fights Canelo without the permission, then he'll vacate the title, Gennady becomes a champion, which is his goal, and then he'll just keep defending that. And Dom and Lemieux is, they're going to fight, it looks like June 20th, so the winner of that fight would be interesting for the IBF title. Andy Lee is a great champion, WBO champion. That would be a great fight as well. So step by step, he wants to unify the entire division. He's one of the only fighters, or one of the few fighters that has the ability and the activity to do something like that.
Tom, just Mauricio told us that he would, if Cotto beat Gil, he would allow Cotto and Alvarez to fight as long as they, before that fight, they signed an agreement to fight Gennady next, so that would put it into next year. Would you be okay with that if they signed on paper and said, we will fight, you know, the Cotto-Canelo winner would fight Gennady next?
You know, if the winner agreed to fight him, and if it was the right terms, it'd be something we'd have to consider. You know, he's mandated now. If he has to wait, you know, 3 or 4 months, something to consider. He wants to fight as soon as possible. There's been no agreement that's reached yet, but if the right terms are in place, it's something he'd have to consider, but it's not something that he would want to do because he would rather have the title than wait.
I think we're going to wrap up.